This is Dottie with the Baytown Little Theater, and I am sitting here today with the president of the Baytown Little Theater herself, Ms. Patty Miners.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here, Dottie. Thanks for inviting me to come on.
Thank you for talking with me today. This is just really a pleasure. So I'd like to ask you some questions that I've been wondering, and I'm sure some of the people here in our community would like to know too. Can you tell us a little history about the Baytown Little Theater? Like, how old is it? How did it get its start?
Well, this is our 54th season. 54 years ago, a group of people got together and decided, let's put on a show. And we've been here ever since. The original place that they put on shows was an old grocery store. Can you imagine?
Oh, no.
But they used whatever they had within the building to be able to find the space for everything. And for example, one of the places in the theater was called the Meat Locker because years ago that was actually the Meat Locker, and then that's where they decided to put all the lighting instruments. In fact, every single theater we've been to since then has to have a meat locker because that's our tradition.
I never knew that. Is fascinating. I never knew why that was called a meat locker.
That's why.
Now I know. I remember when I was a little girl and my mama took me to one of the productions at Baytown Little Theater. It was Kismet.
Oh, I remember that.
That was my magic show. I fell in love with the theater and with the music. Baubles, bangles, hear how they jing-jing-a-ling.
Yeah.
We love show tunes. Well, I have some other questions.
Sure.
What are some of your favorite plays, your most memorable productions that you've been involved with?
I love every show, but one of my favorites when I was a kid was Pippin, and I got to direct that several years ago, so that was very exciting. But the first show I ever did at BLT was actually playing the keyboard for Jesus Christ Superstar, and my husband played Pilot. That was our very first show, and we've been hooked ever since.
Oh my God, your family is so talented. You've directed and played keyboard and acted and sung, and your husband too. Very talented family right here. Oh, I just love Pippin and Jesus Christ Superstar. Those are some of my favorites. But what if I am new to the theater and I want to get involved?
Oh, there's so many different ways. Just online, on the website, we have places for volunteers to click on and see if there's something that they're interested in. On email, info@baytownlittletheater.org. You can send emails to that, and it comes to me and several other people, and we'll be glad to hook you up with a director of a show or someone that works with costumes or someone that works with lighting, anything that works with the show. You can just tell someone, go out for auditions, even if you don't want to be on stage yet. You might want to work lights or sound or costumes or help with props. There's so many different ways. Set building. There's so many different ways people can get involved.
We do. We could use volunteers
For everything.
Because I'm shy. I don't like to get on the stage in
Dottie,
front of people.
I find that so hard to believe.
I am. Oh, my. Well, now it's time to get to know you a little bit more. And so I'm going to ask you some questions, and you let us know which one you prefer so we can get an idea.
All right.
Okay. Peanut butter and jelly or sloppy Joe?
Well, actually neither one. I like Greek food and Italian food. Those are probably my two favorites.
I like those too. Okay, here's another one.
Okay.
Rock and roll or jazz?
Rock and roll is a lot of fun, but I also like doing, my husband and I like to do ballroom dancing. So we dance rock and roll, we can dance the Latin salsa, or just regular big band music.
Oh,
so
cha-cha-cha!
And of course, with theater, you gotta like show tunes.
And show tunes, our favorite. Okay, moonlit walks on the beach or roller coaster?
Of course, the beach. Gotta say the beach.
Oh, you're a romantic at heart, I can tell. Well, there you go. If you have some questions that you're just dying to find out about, just put them in the comments and send them to me, and I will find the answer one way or the other. So that's all for tonight. Thank you so much, Patty, for joining and sharing so much of your knowledge and your talent right here with Baytown Little Theater.
Thanks, Dottie, for asking me, and we're so excited to have you sharing the word about Baytown Little Theater. We hope to see all of you at our next show, working behind the scenes, on stage, or just as a good audience participation member.
Good. Well, all right. Until next time, remember, together we can act.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Baubles, bangles, hear how they jing-jing-a-ling-a. Baubles, bangles, bright shiny beads.
They remodeled and decided to use for shows.
Oh, wow. Woo, the fan is just blowing a
It
storm
is.
in here.
Start
So
over.
that's how it got started. Sure. And hi, y'all. This is Dottie for the Baytown Little Theater. Okay. It actually feels good. That's
You want to keep it on?
No, that's okay. She just dropped it.
Okay.
Yeah, we started over. Thank you.
No, that's fine.
Come on.
That's what I love with doing the video. Casey
Okay.
taught me. I was doing it with my phone, and she said, "Use the iPad." So,
I know, really, it works.
I know. Okay.